and Connor Evans. And for Gonzaga, which comes in at 8-2, it's the senior Silas Melson, Josh Perkins, Norvell, the upstart redshirt freshman, the senior Jonathan Williams, and the do-everything Killian Tilley. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Numerica. So about ready to go here as Gonzaga will be wearing the home whites against the black and green of North Dakota, which comes in at 4-6 on the season, but losers of 3 in a row. Guys, a little different atmosphere, but we'll adapt just like the crowd is as well. We're underway. Bulldogs moving left to right on your TV screen. We'll control the ball with Josh Perkins running things. It'll be very interesting to see what Norvell does early on. Here's Tilley with the lob inside. This is where Gonzaga can take advantage. It's Williams, though, comes up short on the bunny. So it's the Fighting Hawks now settling in on offense, their first possession.
You can see a North Dakota team that will really space the floor, pick and rolls in a number of different ways. They really want to play fast. Haven't been able to do that this year because they've turned it over and haven't shot it great to start the year.
A little bit of nerves there, perhaps, for the junior out of Edmond, Oklahoma, Connor Evans, who lost the ball, went out of bounds, but lost last touch by Gonzaga along the end line. So here's Crandall to inbound. 8 on the shot clock. It's Crandall. Pulls up for 3, off the mark. And here's Perkins pushing the tempo. Trailer here for J3. Hand off to Nelson. The defensive standout who will be matching up with Crandall for much of this one. Tilley with the baseline drive and the floater to go.
Yeah, he's got to look to do that. He's got that jump shot, but he's so quick for a guy his size. He has to force Jones to have to guard the bounce a bit. He can't settle for the jump shots. That's a good look.
A little push, and it's going to be called against Dale Jones as Perkins might have taken one across the jaw, maybe shades of MSG a couple years ago.
Let's hope not.
That's exactly right. For Josh's sake as well as this GU ball club, a little thin at the point guard position. It was a scare the other night at UW when Josh checked out for a short bit and he had his shoulder looked at.
You know, Steph Curry wears the mouth guard kind of as a auxiliary piece, kind of decoration. When Josh wears it, he looks like Muhammad Ali, ready to go 12 rounds. Melson with the mid-range jumper, kept alive by Norvell, and it's Tilley the finish.
You know, so often the offensive rebound, those extra possessions, it's not the guy who scores it that creates that opportunity. It's the guy flying in, just getting a hand on the ball as Norvell comes up with another loose ball.
And he's going to try to finish himself. He's fouled in the lane. So Gonzaga trying to turn defense into offense, something that they're trying to get going here.
Well, you see here, Norvell on the baseline just gets his hand on the ball, Sam. Doesn't end up with the ball or the 2 points, but he creates the opportunity for Killian on the offensive glass. You don't get credit for that in the stat sheet, but the coaches do track that.
Perkins with a good look. And Gonzaga out to a 6-0 lead. It was Walter on the foul, his first. Seals being defended here by Tilley, who is smothering him on the defensive end. Stewart now driving, gets some help defensively. Tilley got a hand on it. Here's Norvell. Norvell in transition, lost the ball, trying to feed it to Williams. Now Gonzaga backpedaling on defense. Gonzaga has scored the first 6 points of this contest. .12 on the shot clock. Little pull-up jumper well off the mark for Marlon Stewart. That's not a good look.
Oh, difficult step back over the top of Killian Tilley with a great defense there.
Norvell with a little heat check there that's gone over the last couple of weeks. He was short on the three-point attempts. Now here's Seals on the other way trying to break down Silas Melson. And another follow-away jumper. That one off the mark as well.
You've seen an active Norvell. We talked about it earlier on the last miss. He's averaged over 20 a game the last 4 games, but when he can do the other things, get extra possessions, get on the offensive and defensive glass, that's a good sign for Gonzaga because there was a lot of question marks if he could do those little things.
A long rebound by Tilley extended that possession as it dribbles out of bounds. We'll have our first substitutions now
And a sloppy game to start here, Sam. Both teams with 3 turnovers apiece. And if you're Gonzaga, just look to make some simple plays, Dan. It looks like they're trying to thread the needle, make the spectacular play.
And there's the head coach, Brian Jones, 170 wins at the helm. This is his 12th season. Says he doesn't know Mark Few personally, but has admired him from afar. I don't know if maybe that admiration might be even strengthened after this contest, the way it's going early. And Seals on the drive and fouled. Gonzaga's first foul. It took 20 fouls in North Dakota's last contest before they finally got to go to the free throw line. 20 fouls called on the opponent before they finally picked up their first. I should say free throws, excuse me, as Norvell steps out of the ball game for the first time. And in comes Corey Kispert. Remember, Kispert started the season in that starting lineup, then had the ankle injury, and still about 70%, according to Brian Michelson. There's Jones breaking the scoreless drought. Dale Jones coming off the bench, the Iowa graduate transfer. J3 on the other end, off the nice entry. Pass left hand, hook, in and out, no good. So the deficit cut in half thanks to the Dale Jones 3. Totaled 33 points in his 2 years at Iowa. Scored 31 points in the span of 3 games when he came over to play for North Dakota in the Rainbow Classic. So
you can see
I think
why
it's been a great step for him.
See why he got the attention of Iowa as Jones just slips this ball screen and gets the easy dunk. But he's a kid who's got some good ball skills, Dan, can shoot out the 3, doesn't shoot it at a high clip, but he's got the ability to stretch the floor and some size to compete around the rim.
Jones is accounted for all 5 points by North Dakota so far. The Fighting Hawks in a 5-0 run to close within 1.
Bojo's Colorado-style pizza. It's where the locals go. Try our legendary mountain pie, dip your homemade crust in Colorado honey, and sample Colorado beers. Design your own pizza and order it gluten-free. Serving the Rocky Mountain appetite for over 40 years.